Hello! It is February, so it's the month of love or Valentine's Day, and we're supposed to be buying flowers and wearing lingerie and some. All right, clearly I don't buy into the whole Valentine's Day thing. I don't buy into any of the Hallmark holidays about celebrating the girl child or your mother for just one fucking day. But that's a tangent, so we'll get to that later. But even with on the radio and people talking about Valentine's Day, everyone's fucking sounding tired, and I get it. It's been a pandemic. We've been locked in with our partners and our children and our families for a couple of years now. Or if you're single and had a thriving dating life, you have to get tested to get fucked, and it's a lot. It's been a lot. I get it. One of the reasons I think that we're also feeling the strain is because even in a non-pandemic world, there are other factors at play here that have to do with how human beings interact with each other. And as you know, I'm studying spiritual psychology at Columbia, so I'm deep in the thick of all of this. And I recently learned about a phenomenon or a concept in psychology that was really interesting and helped to explain why we run into trouble in relationships, whether we're in them or how we choose partners, and that can be problematic. And it's called the idea of a despised self. So if I were to tell you, pick somebody you really don't like really gets on your tits, and write down 5 things you don't like about them, right? So you might write they're narcissistic, or they're self-righteous. That's my pet peeve. They're self-righteous, whatever, they smell, whatever. Now, the theory of the despised self in psychology says that what you don't want to see in yourself, you project onto others. That's rough, right? When I heard that, I was like, hold everything. Here we're in an era of self-love and self-compassion and all this shit, and you're telling me that I'm a narcissist who smells and is self-righteous. Like, how the fuck am I supposed to love all of that? The good news is it doesn't mean that you have those exact traits. It means that those dimensions are sort of out of balance for you. So if people who are narcissists really they get you, they attract your aura, in a sense, they're in your space, it's because something in that is out of balance for you. Maybe you yourself are pretty narcissistic, or maybe you need to dial it up a little bit. Maybe you have a little bit of a problem stepping in or stepping up for yourself. So that's how to interpret that. Now, what that means in relationships is that you are either drawn to those traits because the psyche goes for what's familiar, or you spend most of your time trying to run away from those traits, which is also not particularly helpful. If you're trying to run away from your narcissistic shadow, you may end up with somebody who's really feeling like there's nothing going on. There's no stake in the ground, and that's problematic as well. You will never ever see a Kamna Live video in which I'm like, the problem is the other person, you need to go fix the other person. No, it always comes back to you. So when you're in a relationship and you find that you're getting triggered by certain traits and certain aspects of these people, figure out why you are with somebody with those aspects. Which part of you needs to be engaged with that piece? And part 2 is, do you need to dial it up or dial it down, so that you can be integrated? You can integrate it all within yourself. And I've said this 100 times before. Here's the kicker. No part of you is going anywhere unless you actively excavate, do the work, and then liberate it. And then it's fucking nirvana. We're all gonna be sitting on the Himalayas dancing to I don't know. We'll figure it out. I don't know what the soundtrack's gonna be. We'll figure it out. So I thought I'd share that because it's just interesting to get to know yourself as you go into this Valentine's Day and you're feeling the pressure of, I have to pretend to celebrate this day, and I'm not feeling it. I'm in a difficult relationship. This might be why. You might have chosen somebody who plays in your shadow dimensions, and you need to figure out how you're going to bring yourself back into balance with that. Good luck. Happy freaking life. Happy February, all that good stuff, and let me know how it goes. Cheers.